Today is December 18th, 2013. Gonna start doing daily recaps again. Hopefully, maybe they'll be useful. Today will probably be borderline useless since it's the first one I've done in a while. But what I like to do is one of the cores of my strategy is focusing on just a few stocks. Actually, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 today, which is on the high side, so I'm going to kind of blow through them. I'll start with the actual trades today. First was OMER. If I could type here. This was, at the time, I thought a pretty good short. I shorted it at 973 at 9:35 a.m. It dropped here real quick. I covered at 950. It was just 1,000 shares because I don't like shorting right at the open, but I got beat up a little bit yesterday and was anxious, which is foolish, but I was anxious to make back some money. So, 2 minutes and $229, I think. So I'll take that. Even though it ends up at $11 today. So, Jesus, thank goodness I covered when I did. I'm exceedingly happy with that profit, considering I could have been way upside down. Other trade is still open. I shorted BIOS at 709, right here somewhere mid-morning, as it was kind of fading right here. Looked pretty good. I held through this spike just because it was right at 2 o'clock, right at the Fed announcement, and everything went up. So considering it didn't really go anywhere, I decided to hold it overnight because I foresee a continuation of this fade right here. We'll see if it actually happens or not. But considering it was fading until the Fed announcement, I was okay with holding it over. And I'd like to see, my goal is just, you can see my alert, 685. I'm not looking to slay this one. I'd like 20, 30 cents, morning panic, and be out. So those are the two actual trades. The one big miss today was BWEN. I should have, that's the bummer with sometimes with watching too many stocks. I was watching a lot of these other ones, dealing with BIOS and dealing with OMER, and I missed this, fade off of 920, this big spike in the morning, and then it rolls over and just down, and then sideways all day. There would have been, the good spot to short it would have been at 9, and then you could have just held it all day, and then there's plenty of covers at 8 and 8:10 and all over the place. So bummed I missed that one. It's an alternative energy play. I like shorting those. I guess it is what it is. I keep running through the list, or this is going to take forever. HIMX, I again thought about shorting that at the open, but I didn't see enough potential downside. But again, spike pre-market. Well, not really spike pre-market. Went up a little bit pre-market and then faded 50 cents all day, or more than that, actually. Geez, 70 cents. So, yeah, again, not really bummed about missing that one, but it could have been an okay play. I'm skipping IDRA. I was watching that for some reason, not sure why. PRAN is a watch. I thought about buying this, but I mentioned getting beat up yesterday, and it was all on longs. I say it over and over, but I'm done going long. This one, so I'm watching this for tomorrow. PRAN, I think, is a good potential setup, especially if it really runs tomorrow. STXS made a couple $100 on that yesterday, but it spiked this morning. I covered right here, right at the close yesterday, for again a couple $100. Nothing great, but it faded pre-market, and I was really thinking, man, it's going to collapse. But right at the open, shot back up. So I'd consider it a scalp, but at least I made money on it. WPCS, no play for me just because I had no idea, but it's just interesting to see. funny and interesting, but they're like a Wi-Fi equipment maker, like a networking equipment maker, and they did some stock deal to buy a Bitcoin trading company. Okay, what guys that make Wi-Fi networking gear have any idea about a trading platform in Bitcoin, no less? But it's pretty wild. I mean, that was announced right after the open yesterday, and 525 went from $3 to 525, faded all the way back to flat at the open, and then just shit the bed all day. I mean, it closed at the lows at $1.50. So even if it hadn't spiked pre-market, it's still down 50% off the close from yesterday. I mean, oh, the poor bastard that bought at 525, thinking that I don't know, but what he was thinking. So anyway, that was just the interesting one of the day. No play by me because that was pure gambling. ZAGG was another one that I somewhat regret. I really, I mean, ZAGG is just perennially spikes and fades, and huge spike pre-market, and I was watching it, right? I mean, what is it? Right about 9 a.m. or so in there, and it started fading, and again, I mean, that's a pretty no huge gain, but that's just, to me, that's a real nice setup that you could short a couple thousand shares pre-market and then just watch it fade all day. So that's the list for today. Didn't kill it today. I had 229 on OMER. I think I'm sitting on $150 or something unrealized on BIOS. So, I got some stuff done midday today. I was gone for about a block of 4 hours, so it's not like I had a whole lot of time invested in this, and so, I'll take it. And I'm going to be posting daily watch lists back on that, so tbowen.com, and then the goal is, barring any like real problems, I will post a daily video too. So thanks a lot.